The best way to travel abroad is to live with the locals. My mother's a psychologist. My stepfather's a psychologist. My stepmother is a therapist, and my dad's a lawyer. So it was all prominent in my life. I don't know anyone who doesn't know someone on some form of prescription medicine. It used to be that you came out of school, and you got married those who were going to get married. But my peers are getting married in their early 30s, so now there's like this extra 10 years of that angst. I'm by no means condemning prescription medicine for mental health. I've seen it save a lot of people's lives. I always liked the story of Noah's Ark and the idea of starting anew by rescuing the things you like and leaving the rest behind. I had no interest in sports, so I didn't make friends in that traditional way where kids are in public school and they go and they join clubs and play sports. So I kind of had to find my own way to make friends and get attention, and so I just was the class clown. That image is a couple different people's homes that I knew growing up. Everyone has an idea that they think would be a great movie. Everyone has a cousin who they think you should work with. I have a great relationship with my parents. I have not been on lithium. The way I write is that I'll actually have a conversation out loud with myself. In a weird way, I just kind of get schizophrenic and play two characters. I didn't necessarily have a total idea when I was writing the movie of where everything was going. I just wanted to have really realistic dialogue and write like people I knew talked. I tried to keep it very real. Actually, when I gave out the script, I gave it with a CD of all the music I wanted to put in the movie, and again, we never thought we'd get all that music. I am really driven, but my drive doesn't affect the conversations I have in my head about life, and my worries and fears and insecurities. I said, I'm on this TV show, and I love doing it, but I don't want to be known always as the silly Scrubs guy. So part of me was like, you know what? Life's short. Let's go for it. I think I felt compelled in a way because if I hadn't written the part, I never would have been offered the part. There are at least 10 guys who would have been offered the part before me. Gay men in LA are all a bunch of 10s looking for an 11. I was kosher until I had my bar mitzvah, and I parlayed officially becoming a man into telling my father I wanted to eat cheeseburgers. Everyone has a warped vision of Hollywood and what success in Hollywood is like. In 5th grade, we had to write a story and read it in front of the class. When I read mine out, the class were just belly laughing. And I remember being like, this is the coolest. So I want to dedicate my life to trying to make people laugh. I can't imagine doing anything else. I am really driven, but my drive doesn't affect the conversations I have in my head about life, and worries and fears and insecurities. They put all this money into these huge films, and then no one goes to see them. That sort of shows they're out of touch. Then everyone in town passes on my little movie, and it does really well. I love Scrubs. It's the best day job in the world. I came when I was in high school as part of a student exchange program with the Jewish Community Center in New Jersey to Ramat Eliyahu. You come and volunteer for 5 weeks at a day camp. I was a teenager, I couldn't really appreciate it as much, and now I come back as an adult and I can really get the flavor of the city, and I love it. I want to take piano lessons. I want to study at university. I want to travel. I want to do other parts, make another movie. I know every politician spins the truth a little. I think I suffer from some mild depression. I don't care about image and all that nonsense. I'm in sweatpants every day. I don't play the game at all. I procrastinate so much and I get distracted by anything. I think in a play it's wise to just sit back and watch other actors and be able to shape it from the audience. I'm a person who likes these sort of movies, sad but moving art movies that normally are at a festival and then they go to a small art house theater and disappear. I think a lot of people are drawn to seeing people that want to be better. We see it in ourselves. I'd always fantasized about writing a new play. Even when I had all this success in television, what I was daydreaming about in my dressing room is that one day I would do it. I'm putting myself out there in a way I don't know if I ever have before. In theater or movies you see either I'm religious or I'm an atheist. I've never seen too much discussion of I believe there's a higher power, but I'm hesitant to reach out to him because I don't know if I'm worthy of his attention. The success of Scrubs allowed me to pursue anything I felt passionately about without having to worry about money. It allowed me to spend my summer workshopping my show at a nonprofit theater. When we shoot Scrubs, I spend every waking hour of my life in an abandoned and haunted hospital. All I can date there are ghosts, and they tend to be horrible snugglers. I'm hanging out with my New York friends, my Jersey boys, my family, and loving every single second of it. I love music and I love musicians, and when I hear something that's great, I always say it's like you go to a movie and you can't wait to tell your friends about it. I have no desire to make money off musicians. I just want to promote them because I want to share music. I really like just super dry comedy. I had a very funny family. I went to film school and wanted to learn everything there was about making movies. I'm sure lots of actors and creative people go through this, where you have some weeks where it's all going according to plan and some weeks where you're super frustrated. As a kid who wasn't into sports, at school I felt almost alienated at times, whereas in the theater community there was this amazing sense of camaraderie. Early on, we would go to rehearsals with my dad, and I was like the mascot for the backstage crew. That was a big part of my childhood, so I dreamed of one day doing a play in London. Ever since I was little, it was programmed into me that London is where great theater occurs, and all the big shows you love start there. I always encourage over-tipping if you can afford it because share the wealth. In New York, we tip everyone. We tip doormen, we tip cab drivers, and we tip bartenders at the bar. You'll get quite an evil eye if you don't leave a tip at the bar.